Taking a nice deep breath, cleansing breath. Take me in to where I end and you begin, to the place where I don't know exactly how the story will go. In your love, I can finally breathe. I can finally be me. Take me in to where I end and you begin, to the place where I don't know exactly how the story will go. In your love, I can finally breathe. I can finally be me. Take me in to where I end and you begin, to the place where I don't know exactly how the story will go. In your love, I can finally breathe. I can finally be me. I can finally be me. Good morning.
Hello, everybody. I was going to say it back. Come on. It was a little quiet. All right, everyone. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Woodstock. Happy to see all these beautiful faces out there today. We are a welcoming and inclusive community here at Unity. And please know that wherever you are on your spiritual journey, that we invite you to fully participate in all that we do here. And we're so grateful to have each and every one of you here with us today in Sanctuary and also watching from home. My name is Kiley Phillips, and I will be doing our All Saints Day service today. So, as you all know, a few days ago was Halloween, right? And some like to call it spooky season. And I think many of us focus on the spooky, the creepy, the scary aspects of what the holiday has become. You know, monsters, haunted houses, and of course, some ghosts. You know, wouldn't be Halloween without a ghost. But why is it that we are so afraid of ghosts? What is it that what are we really afraid of? Are we really afraid of what they could do to us? Or is it really the fear of the unknown? Is it the fear of death and what comes next that really frightens us? The things that we can't control, maybe, that scares us? It frightens me sometimes. Well, what if ghosts are simply just trying to reach out and let us know that they're still there and not to be afraid? Like, hey, you don't just simply disappear into nothingness after you die. It definitely makes it a little bit more comforting, I think, to know that maybe everyone is still out there rooting for us on the other side. They're still watching us and following what we do, cheering us on along the way. So my grandma on my dad's side, there's a little teeny tiny picture of her and my grandpa on the table here, our memorial table. She was the first death that I ever experienced. I was probably about 10. And it was a really jarring time, as I know you can all, relate to. It was full of, immense emotion and sadness and just feelings as a kid that I really hadn't dealt with yet. And ultimately, it brought me to the realization that death was something that I wanted to understand, even as a kid. Again, I've told you all before, I was like a little weirdo, so I was all about the funeral home and everything. I wanted to get it. I wanted to understand what was happening here. And so I wanted to tell you a little story that I think made this experience a little bit different for my family at the time. So just after my grandma Sarah had passed, her brother Junior was at his house. He hadn't gotten the news yet that his sister had passed. But he was home, and his home phone rang. Remember those home phones? The cord? Yeah. I told my daughter about those a while ago, and she looked at me like I was nuts, like mortified that was a thing. But anyway, so Junior went to the phone and answered it like you did, and he heard his sister's voice on the other line. And she simply said, "Junior, I'm okay. I love you." And like that, the phone line was clear. There was no one there anymore. It was silent. And then after that, confusing call ended, he rang her back on the home line. And he had discovered then that his sister had suffered a massive heart attack while at work that evening, and she was killed instantly. It happened a little bit earlier in the evening, not long enough that he had been notified yet. He had no explanation for this call. He knew it was her. It was her voice. It was her nickname for him. That's what she called him. They were really close. They were the closest in age, so they were close. So, while he was grieving, and he was grieving this unexpected loss, it gave him a little comfort of knowing that he had spoken to her somehow, even though it defied logic. And after the seemingly impossible phone call brought him peace, knowing that she was okay and that she still existed out there somewhere. We'll get back to this. We'll discuss this a little bit more later on in our service. All right. So now I would like to address the 5 unity principles. Can we read these all together? All right, ready? Number 1, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence. The Christ Spirit lives within me. Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. I experience God's presence and power through prayer and meditation. I put my faith into action by demonstration. So there is only one presence and one power in my life, God, the good omnipotence. As we discussed a little bit last week's service, the Matrix service, if any of you are here or listening, with God, all things are possible. And there is so much more to life than what we can see here right in front of our eyes. And the story that I just told you, I think really shows that, right? There was simply no explanation for the phone call that my great uncle Junior received from his sister that had already passed. There was no explanation other than that God is in everything, good and bad. Even in death, we are still connected to life through our connection and our oneness with God. So Unity Spiritual Center is a ministry based in prayer. You are all invited to fill out a prayer request form at the prayer station located at the right of the doors to fellowship, and you can drop that in the prayer box. And your request, your prayer, your celebration, whatever it may be, if you're remembering someone here today, or you have something exciting that's happened to you, or you just need a little help or a little oomph in life, please go right ahead and put a prayer in there, and that will be prayed over for 30 days by our prayer team and by Silent Unity. And especially today, but of all days, you are always welcome to light a memory candle in the back of the chapel or the sanctuary, right under Jesus there in the back. So you can go ahead and light that, and then we just ask that you put a $2 donation in the box underneath. And that will also be lit every Sunday as a memorial to someone that you are missing that is not with us anymore. and that will be lit every Sunday until it goes out, okay? All right, we've got the AV team. We got the guys today, Joe Joswiak and Mr. George Muligano. And as you know, they take care of all of our cool AV stuff, what we see here in Sanctuary and what we see at home on the screen. So we thank them very much because it wouldn't be possible without them. And with that said, the real drum roll. Another portion that we just love here, and we've got a really fantastic music team, and the head of that music team is Miss Lori Gray Muligano.
This is a song I wrote about my mother after she passed about 10 years ago. Magical gardens with a waterfall brings tears to my eyes. Peace surrounds the temple as the bell tolls. I sigh. A faint light in the distance, a sign that you're near. Are you here? Breathtaking sunset over the sea, orange, red, and pink. Fade into a dark blue sky, gone in a wink. A lighthouse in the distance, reminder you're always here, always near. Back home in my chair, a cup of hot chai, a smile and a tear. I think about you, I miss you so much. I can feel you here. Your picture I hold so tightly to me. I close my eyes and breathe. I go to a place and let myself be. Moments in time, now I see. Growing up, you cheered me on to be me in a home not so safe. My biggest fan, doing all you can, trying to keep us safe. Like your lighthouse collection, you're my beacon of light in the night. Magical gardens with a waterfall brings tears to my eyes. Peace surrounds the temple as the bell tolls. I sigh. A lighthouse in the distance, reminder you're always here, always near. Always here. So let's take a few moments to feel our breath, to feel those who are always around us, always near us. And for me, that's such a comforting, peaceful feeling. Deep peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. shining stars to you. Deep peace of the gentle night to you. Moon and stars pour their healing light on you. Deep peace to you. Deep peace to you. May you always walk in beauty. May you always rest in love. May you always feel at home. And may you never feel alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone.
We take this time now to close our eyes. Plant your feet flat on the floor. Ground yourself to the earth. Let's all take a deep breath. With the release the stress, the worry, the fear, the loneliness. Feel the support not only of the pew in this beautiful sanctuary holding you, but also feel the support of all of the beautiful, divine souls that are here with us today. The people that chose to come here today to connect with love and light around them, to connect with the highest version of themselves, and to connect with those that they have loved in life, that they can still feel with them after death. I ask that we all try something together. While you sit and rest, I ask that you imagine, and not only imagine, but that you ask your higher self to come down and connect with you. Tell your higher self that you are ready to connect and you are ready to be the most whole, complete, aligned version of yourself. The God within you that loves you and will never let you down. Feel yourself merge with the highest version of you. As you become more weightless with the weight of your human body being held beneath you. and the earth grounding you. Let's all take another deep breath. As we go out into our day today, whatever it is that you're going to be doing, let's stay connected. Let's stay connected to our highest selves. Let's stay connected to the people that we loved when they were here with us. And even if they are not physically here with us now, they are with you. And I pray that you can feel them, and I pray that you can see them. And that your eyes can be open to the signs that they will show you every day to know that they are with you every step of the way. Let's all take one more deep breath as we start to come back into our bodies. And we wiggle our fingers and toes. And we remember that even with our eyes open, we are still our highest self. So today we gather to celebrate All Saints' Day. And that is a sacred time. It's a sacred time to honor all the saints, known and unknown, who have walked this earth before us. But even beyond that, it's a time to pause, to breathe and remember all souls, not just saints, family members, friends, and loved ones who have passed on, even pets. They're family members too. The people and animals whose love and wisdom and faith still echo through our lives. All Saints' Day isn't only about those whose names appear in churches and in stained glass windows. It's about the quiet saints, the ordinary, everyday people who lived extraordinary lives through love and kindness and faithfulness to themselves and to their beliefs. The people who showed kindness and faithfulness to us. It's about your grandmother who prayed for you, or your friend who encouraged you through a tough time, or maybe your neighbor who showed compassion to you when no one else did. So All Saints' Day began in the early centuries of the church, 609 AD to be exact, which in my mind, like time that far back, I can't even really comprehend. So I just say it and it feels like that time didn't even exist. But 609 AD, it started as a way to honor those who had lived and died with great faith in the church, especially the martyrs who died and gave their lives for their beliefs. And over time, it grew into a day that recognizes all holy souls, not just the famous saints, but every person whose spirit has shined with divine light. When Pope Gregory IV made November 1st the official day of remembrance in 837 AD, he intended for the day to remind us of something timeless, that the spiritual family is larger than anything that we can see with our eyes. Heaven and earth are not as far apart as we sometimes feel. The veil is very thin, and love is eternal. All Saints' Day is preceded by All Hallows' Eve, or Halloween, as we spoke about earlier, which that kind of incorporated in Celtic and pagan influence, which included, wearing costumes as we do now. And the reason that they did that was they were trying to scare away and ward off ghosts. So again, the veil between both worlds is thin, especially that time of year. So in many Christian traditions, we talk about something called the communion of saints. And that's really just the beautiful belief that all who have lived and died in faith are still spiritually connected to us. They are not gone. They are part of a living, loving network of souls that are united together in God's presence and oneness. So you can kind of imagine for a minute that every soul that you've ever loved is standing in a great circle of light around you. They're praying for you. They're cheering you on as you walk your own journey, whether you feel you're doing it right or not. I don't think there is any right or wrong. So as I said, those that have passed are not behind us. They aren't somewhere else. They walk beside us. They're just in another form. The best way that I like to think of it is that every one of us and everything that exists is nothing more than vibrating energy. We all vibrate at a different speed, like our vibration that we all hear about. We're all at a different frequency, which is really just a measure of vibration. So when you die, your energetic body leaves the physical body, but you still exist as the energy that you started as. You're just at a different frequency. You're moving at a different speed now. A different radio station, so to speak. So a radio, think of a radio. It can play so many different stations or frequencies, right? You tune it into whatever you're trying to listen to. Have you ever heard, though, listening to the radio, you'll be listening to a song, and then all of a sudden, it's like, they start merging, and then like two songs are playing at the same time. So that's kind of how I think of us and our energy and, the souls that are not with us anymore. We all still exist. We're still able to be played through the same radio. We're just at a different radio station or a different frequency. And sometimes our frequency will match up with the frequency of a past loved one. And then we can exist in the same space. We can play on the same radio station. So All Saints' Day invites us to remember, and not with sadness, but with reverence and gratitude. Because really, remembrance is a sacred act, and it bridges the worlds between the living and the eternal. If you think for a moment of somebody that you have lost, somebody that made a huge impact and an imprint on your soul. Maybe that person or people or pet, maybe they taught you patience, or maybe they showed you what real love looks like, how to love yourself. Let's all close our eyes for just one moment. Let's feel their presence. Let's hear their laughter. Feel their warmth. And as you feel that, you can feel and know that love like that never fades. As the poet Rumi once said, goodbyes are only for those that love with their eyes. For those that love with their heart and soul, there is no separation. So All Saints' Day is not only about remembering those who have passed, but it's also about recognizing the light in ourselves and in everyone around us right now. We don't need a halo to be a saint. You just need a heart. You need to go out into life every day and choose love. Choose love for yourself, choose love for those around you, choose love for the earth that you live on. That makes you a saint. Because it seems easier than it is at times, and we all know that. So saints are those that live with compassion, and they forgive even when it's really hard to forgive. They serve quietly without even needing any recognition. God bless you. And sometimes the greatest saints are the ones who never realize how holy they really are. They don't realize the difference that they're making in maybe one person's life, maybe one pet's life, maybe a whole, country life. The parent that works long hours so they can take care of their family and pay the bills. The friend who listens to you without judgment, even if they listen to the same complaints over and over. Or the person that brings peace where there was once pain. Those are all saints. And when we choose love over fear, kindness over bitterness, faith over despair, we're joining the company of saints. We're in the ranks. So remembering those who have passed doesn't really mean clinging on to grief. It doesn't mean having to go every single day feeling like you need to feel sad for them. But it does mean that we should try our best to allow their lives and their legacy to transform us. So each person that's touched your life has left you with a gift of some kind, probably multiple. Maybe it was a lesson. Maybe it was a physical gift, something that you can hold on to and look at and remember them really deeply. Or maybe it's just a little spark of light that becomes part of who you are and that you take out into the world. And in this way, our loved ones, they live on through us. Their courage becomes our courage. Their faith becomes our faith. And the way that they've taught us to love is the way that we then can go out into the world and love others. We become the living continuation of their light, and that, in my opinion, is the most sacred way to honor them. So today, I invite you all to do just a few simple things. Number one, remember, right? And we've been doing that now. We've been thinking of the people that we came here to honor. Call them to mind. Speak their name. Light a candle like we do in the back. Share their stories. It's important to remember them. They are still around. Number two is reflect. We can ask ourselves, what qualities of theirs can I carry forward out into the world? What would they want me to remember of them that I bring out with me? And we can also rejoice, because as I keep saying, that love does not end in physical death. Our souls are eternal, and one day we will meet again in the great radio station in the sky, so to speak. Our frequencies will just naturally align with those who have left their physical bodies, and when we return back to what we started as, that spark, that vibrating energy. So as we close today, let's all just take another quiet moment of reflection. A moment to commemorate those who have passed before us, who we would like to reach our hearts to here in this present moment. Imagine the saints, your ancestors, your loved ones, all gathered around you, shining with peace. Feel their blessing. Feel their love. Feel their joy that you are still here, that they can still root for you as you learn, as you love. Continue to remember them. And may we all remember that we are not separate. We are part of the same divine story, the same sacred family, and the same eternal love that unites heaven and earth. And with that said, I think you've all seen the table here. I'd like to offer up this time to anyone who would like to share who they are remembering here today. So maybe you brought a photo here to share some people who are not with us in the physical anymore, and you are here to remember them on All Saints' Day. So what we're going to do is, Miss Kim Joswiak here is going to have a microphone, and anybody that would like to, and I urge you to, if you're comfortable, if you're not, totally cool, but if you'd like to come up and just share who you're remembering today and a message that you'd like to give them, we would love that. And as we've been saying, they are here and they are listening. So if you'd like to come up and share a message, we would welcome you to do so.
I could also come to you if you're a little shy. You just have to raise your hand and I can come to you. Okay. I think I can come to you. We'll see. Oh,
You cannot.
I cannot come to you. I can come this far. Let's meet halfway.
I'm very uncomfortable speaking into a mic and to a group of people, but I'm here doing it in honor of my mom. And her name was Ruth Mary, and I didn't bring a picture of her. God bless her. We had a tough relationship, the two of us, and I was the oldest girl. I had 2 older brothers, and I did a lot around the house, and I don't know, we didn't really see eye to eye, but that's okay, because she's a beautiful soul, and she created me and my brothers and my younger sister, whom I'm very, very close to, and I love her to the moon and back, and that's all I have. Oh, the last thing that I said to Mom when I saw her, she lived in Ohio, and I knew I wouldn't be seeing her again. And I got down on my knees, and I took her hand, and I said, Mom, I just wish that for one moment you could appreciate yourself the way others appreciate you. She was a beautiful soul. She had a lot of stuff on her heart, and she her background, we didn't know much about it, and but she was a beautiful soul, and I would like to say, I'll join you someday. But you're here today, and I'm here today, and we're here today, and my mom represents to me what many others who have passed before me represent, including my dogs. And that's when I cried. I cried when we talked about dogs, or pets, I think you said. And so, I honor you, and I honor all those that have passed before me. And amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Mabel?
I can't come to you, but if I wish I could, but we have only so much line. It's probably a good thing.
Back to that house phone, you know?
Yeah, back to the house.
I'm here to remember my grandma on my mom's side and on my dad's side. I just want to say that I love you guys so much.
So much. They hear you. I can feel that love. Yeah. We hold space for that love, for that connection. We mourn because we have connection, right? That's why we grieve. It's actually the language of the heart. Anyone else would like to put a memory out? Yeah? I know. We'd love to hear it, but I mean, it's up to you. Thank you for your bravery. I'll catch you.
I just wanted to, I've been with this church a long time, and out in, as you come in, you'll see a little garden. It was a dump when we first moved here, but they made it into a pretty garden. And all along the top of the garden, there's stained glass little cubicles that represent people who have been a part of this church and built the church from what it was. In the beginning, it was just meeting in a funeral home. And the way the ups and downs, this has been an amazing journey being a part of this church. And it's pretty exciting for me to see that it's all starting again. And what does this chapter look like? But it would be kind of fun to, because I'm sure people will recognize some of the people that have their names up in that space there. And they were very, very significant people in the history of this church.
Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, there's some beautiful stained glass that memorializes significant contributors and members of this congregation. Thank you. Joe, did you want to share? We agreed. Joe's
Not
my
on the
husband.
spot or
And
anything, Joe.
No, it's not on the spot. We agreed on it on the way here. I'm like, you're going to share, right? I guess that's not an agreement. It's a command. But you know, happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
And do you see our different? So you can talk.
Okay, so yeah, Kim said I might not have to talk if other people do, but here I am. So
She lied.
anyway, but you know, for me, you know, my dad passed away when I was really young, so I have a picture of him up here. And even though I didn't, I was 20, so I got to know him pretty good, but he was sick for a long time, you know, and so I think about him, and I think, you know, I do think about everybody though, like my grandparents who are gone, and you know, my mom's remarried because my dad passed away young, and my stepdad has passed away. I think about Kim's dad, who I would have loved to have known, because he passed away really young too when Kim was 14. So yeah, I think about that especially on All Souls Day. And I also have up here my puppy, my dog, Maya. And you know, we had dogs, you know, when I was young, but I never got attached to them until we got this dog. I mean, we had a 100-pound lab, and then we stumbled upon this dog. It's a long story, but it's a great story. But I fell in love with this little dog. You know, I always thought when I saw older guys walking down the street with these little white dogs, I'm like, oh, there's an old man dog, you know. And I never knew that I would have a little black dog that was an old man dog. And I became that person and fell in love with this dog like a daughter. And then she passed, and that was very hard for me. And then we got a new little white dog, so now I have an old man white dog. But anyway.
You're getting older, Joe.
And if anything happens to her, I totally miss her too. So anyway, that's who I brought up today. So anyway, yeah.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, he mentioned, this is my dad when he was quite young. My father was a minister. He also served in the Marine Corps. And he passed at when I was 14. And around that time, I also had my first horse, which is down here, and she was a part of that loss during that time. And that's my grandfather, his dad. And then all these people are gone. This is his whole family. You know, my grandmother, my grandfather, my uncle, my dad. These are actually great-grandparents. So I come from a family of immigrants. We've immigrated from Hungary, from Quebec, from Mexico, indigenous peoples. And I'm sure all of you have those kind of stories too. And I love to ponder, like, you made it. Your DNA made it. Can you believe it? Like, the things that take us out in this world. And you made it. And so you are along the line. Think about how far your DNA goes to the beginning. Isn't that crazy? Yes, would you like to share?
Hi, good morning, everybody. I remember when I was a child, this day, evening, was the most exciting thing that happened to me. I went with my father to candles to the cemetery with a bunch of flowers. But there, it started evening about 6 p.m. or 4 p.m. to light candles and put flowers over the tomb. And then later evening, looked like a sea of lights over the cemetery. But my job was walk around all too many tombs, and we read the names over there. But some tombs were open, and we can see the schools there, and we be curious about the name, who and when. But my town, my village, was founded in 1552. It's old, very old, and for that reason, the tombs are all the tombs. Yeah, but in my case, when I was a child, one day or 2 days before, we prepared flowers. We pick up flowers on the countryside, and we put the most all natural is corn, pumpkins, tamales, many things made by my mother and my people who go to help my mother. But really was beautiful. Today in the morning was the hot chocolate, the many fruits there, many, how to say, something boiled too, but everything at the midday today, it was a dinner, complete dinner, smelled delicious with smoke over an aroma, very good. It's really a party. And next day we went. It was a little village. Was a park. We interchanged things that we use, like bread, something different. For every house, we share everything. But it was beautiful there. Today, in these days in Mexico, people go with mariachi to the cemetery, and it's a party. The cemetery is a party. Yeah, very nice. People very happy and met each other. Many family that is far away go there this day to celebrate the death. Yeah, but it's very nice.
That makes me think of the movie Coco.
Yeah.
If any of you have not seen the movie Coco, it was one of the best Pixar movies, in my opinion. We saw it, Mabel and I saw it at the theater like 3 times. And it really does show the importance of remembrance. It shows the importance of celebrating that they are there with you. They see you, they feel you, they know your love. They are not separate from you. And just party with them. Celebrate with them. Have a drink with them, whatever you do. Yeah, like, don't forget.
Yeah. Anyone else like to share? Yeah, thank you. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Aunt Betty.
I was going to say, that's my niece. This is my dad and my mom, Harold and Dorothy. And then we lost my beautiful sister, who is Kiley's mother. And we still can't get over that. I guess she's just too young. So we lost her. And this is her as well, with little Mabel over there, who's kind of grown up on us. She's smaller than me now. And this is Waylon, her little grandson. So I brought those today to share with Kiley, so, and all of you. So that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we almost had, yeah.
Can I share?
I would love for you to share.
Okay. I'm also going to share, I've lost, a number of people in my life. The most prominent is my mother, which some of my family shared, and I've shared with you all a little bit about my mother and some of the, what I call like remarkable experiences that I've had with her since her passing. Like you, Stella, my mom and I had a kind of a rocky relationship. My mom had a lot of demons. She did, as we all do. And she came from a long line of people with a lot of demons. And I think we all realize the further you go back in history and generationally, the less we were dealing with our problems, because we usually had a lot bigger fish to fry than our mental health, or so we thought. And now we're finally getting to a point where we really put that first, because we all realize now it's of the utmost importance for us to care for ourselves so that we can care for others around us and care for our lives and love ourselves. So my mom was a wonderful woman. She was strong like bull. She was, she was a tough broad, I'll tell you. And I'm very grateful for her because I got that from her. And she, she loved in the ways that she knew how, in the ways that she could, as we all do. And when she passed, it was a pain that I've never felt, and the pain that I don't know I'll ever feel again, and I hope that I don't have to feel that pain ever again. But I'm so grateful, and I live every day truly in gratitude that I was able to have my awakening, as I call it, within a year or 2 years prior to her passing, because without my connection to Source, without my understanding of my own divinity and my understanding of the connection that we all have as souls, and as each one of us being a part of God within us, living our lives, I don't know that I could have made it through that time. That was something that I could usually barrel through and push through and just keep my head down and keep on going, and that was the time where that just wasn't possible. I had to really stop and really, really hurt for a while. But I'm just so grateful. And since my mom passed, I'm just very grateful that I have a new relationship with her. And I've explored that relationship very deeply, and it makes me feel like every day is a little treasure hunt where I'm getting signs from her. Sometimes I'm actually speaking to her. I've seen her one time and held her hand. She comes to me in dreams, as I've shared with you all some of my stories. And so I really, truly just urge every one of you to remember that everyone that you have lost is not lost. They are with you, and just keep that relationship open. Keep talking to them. You don't have to say anything out loud. They can hear you in there. We're all connected. So don't forget about them, and don't think they've forgotten about you, because they have not, and they are looking for that relationship with you. So, Mom, I just want to tell you that I love you so much, and I'm grateful for everything that you've given me in life. I'm grateful to have all of the wonderful qualities that you've given me, and I'm grateful that I'm able to look at some of the qualities that you weren't able to look at in yourself with an honest heart. And I'm grateful that I'm able to look at that in myself so that I can repair those for my own family and for my own bloodline, so that those demons that have been carried throughout our family lines don't have to get carried out any longer. But I love her, I love all of you, and I love all of the other people in my family who have passed, and I'm grateful for every one of them and everything that they have brought to my and my family's life. Anybody else before okay?
The more I sit here and realizing I didn't bring anything, pictures of my parents, I'm feeling badly about it because they were rock stars. I'm not crying, I just think I'm getting something. So, but anyway, there were 5 children in our family, and we had very little. And I know my father worked 2 jobs and was always doing book work late at night. And my mother was the ultimate peacemaker, loving kindness, and sane all the time. She had records, we called them, and she would sing and dance with us, and she just had a lot of spunk. She was raised in the city, and then, when she married my father, she came out to Cary, which is where we grew up, which was nothing, just farmland, and, there were mice in the house all the time, so, but she even took care of those, so there was nothing she couldn't do. I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful that I had that balance from the two of them, and what role models they were for us, for all of us. And my siblings and I still talk to this day about how much we miss them and how great they were. So I'm just grateful.
Okay, so thank you to everybody that shared. That was wonderful. And sometimes we just need to get that off our chest, right? Sometimes we hold in those feelings and that pain, and we hold it onto it for so long without acknowledging it that it can become new pains. So I really, really just urge every one of you to, again, share your feelings with your departed loved ones, whether it's in your mind or out loud, because it's just going to do a number for yourself and also for the soul of that departed loved one. You could still have relationship with them. So I really urge everybody to really just push yourself to do that if you feel so called. All right, so at this time, we will be welcoming everyone's gifts and donations. You are invited to give a fair percentage of your income to support everything that we do here at USCW. As you are probably aware, everything we do is self-supporting. So all of our events, all of our little potlucks and our nice little meals and our get-togethers, those are all really funded by ourselves. So we do invite you to do that. If you are online, you can go to unitywoodstock.org and you can click on the donation button. It's super simple, and we've got a really great new website. So the percentage of the income that you provide, like I said, it directly supports everything that we do. So we really appreciate that. And if you are in the sanctuary with us, we ask that you please take out your gift and place it in your hands right now, and we will bless that gift. And if you are at home, please just hold that gift in your heart. And we will acknowledge these blessings with a prayer. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. The greeters will gratefully accept your gift at this time.
Let it go, my love, my truest. Let it sail on silver wings. Life's a twinkling, that's for certain, but it's such a fine thing. There's a gathering of spirits, there's a festival of friends, and we'll take up where we left off when we all meet again. I can't explain it, and I couldn't if I tried. How the only things we carry are the things we hold inside, like a day in the open, like the love we won't forget, like the laughter that we've started and it hasn't died down yet. Let it go, my love, my truest. Let it sail on silver wings. Life's a twinkling, that's for certain, but it's such a fine thing. There's a gathering of spirits, there's a festival of friends, and we'll take up where we left off when we all meet again. Oh yeah, now didn't we? Oh, and don't we make it shine? Are we standing in the center of something rare and fine, some glow like embers, or light through colored glass? Some give it all with one great flame, throwing kisses as they pass. Let it go, my love, my truest. Let it sail on silver wings. Life's a twinkling, that's for certain, but it's such a fine thing. There's a gathering of spirits, there's a festival of friends, and we'll take up where we left off when we all meet again. Just east of Eden, there's heaven in our midst, and we're never really all that far from those we love and miss. Wade out in the water, there's a glory all around. The wisest say there's 1,000 ways to kneel and kiss the ground. Yeah, let it go, my love, my truest. Let it sail on silver wings. Life's a twinkling, that's for certain, but it's such a fine thing. There's a gathering of spirit, there's a festival of friends, and we'll take up where we left off when we all meet again. Yeah, we'll take up where we left off when we all meet again.
My favorite part, everybody. Here we go. For these gifts and all you givers, we say, let's rub these hands together, get the energy flowing. Okay. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Amen. Whoopsies. All right, so it's announcement time. And a big announcement today. A very, very exciting announcement. So up here we have Mrs. Kim Joswiak, as you all know. And she is, well, I'll just read this. This week, the USCW board voted to appoint Kim Joswiak as our new spiritual leader at the Unity Spiritual Center of Woodstock. Kim has been a longtime member here. She's been with us since 2018. Feels like a lifetime ago. She received special dispensation through Unity Worldwide Ministries due to her completing prerequisites that were required for the credentialed ministerial program at Unity Urban Ministerial School. So she's still continuing her ministerial journey, but she is able to step in and become our spiritual leader as she is mentored through Unity Worldwide Ministries. We are so grateful to her. She is beautiful inside and out, and I have absolute faith that she is going to lead us in a whole new beautiful direction of prosperity, abundance, and absolute love and divinity. So if we could all please just give a little round of applause again for Kim. Can't wait to see where this goes, girlfriend. And now and we also, I'm so sorry. We also are welcoming Rena Schroeder to the board as well. She's on the board of trustees. I don't know if she's in here right now, but we're gonna clap anyway. Rena is fantastic. She does so much here. And I don't know if any of you realize she does so much here and has for a long time as well. So Saturday and Sunday, November 8th and 9th at 10 a.m. is the Spiritual Summit. It is fantastic. If you like crystals, if you like oils, if you like psychic readings, if you like yoga, all of those things are going to be represented there. We need volunteers, so please see Joe Joswiak if you're willing to come in and volunteer. It's a heck of a time. It's what brought me here to Unity, so I highly recommend that you bring your friends, bring your family, and come check that out for November 8th and 9th. Sunday, November 9th is our Sunday service. Spiritual leader Kim Joswiak will speak about the Unity movement and the benefits of being a member of USCW. The attendees will have the opportunity to join Unity Spiritual Center of Woodstock during the service, during the survive. The misspelled survive.
So if we survive the service, we can...
Yeah, if you survive the service, yes. There's going to be some loops, I'm going to shock you with some things. Okay, so Tuesday, November 11th, 6 to 7 is our new Yoga by Candlelight. Fantastic. It's going to be here in the sanctuary. And if you go to unitywoodstock.org, you're able to sign up through our website and check out all of the details. Friday, November 14th, 6 to 6:45. You got the Higher Self Healing with yours truly. Also, you can register on unitywoodstock.org for that. It's all one-stop shop. You can just sign up right through there and show up. Bring something comfortable if you come. There is no touching. There is really no talking. You are just pretty much going to lay down, bring a little blankie, bring a little pillow, bring something to put over your eyes so that you can be dark and relaxed and chill. And it's just a really wonderful healing experience. Thursday, November 20th, 12 p.m. is the Unity Men's Group. They are meeting at Andy's in Crystal Lake. And as we always say, we don't know what they do there, but guess we'll never know. Okay, Saturday, November 22nd, 10 a.m. is the Christ Mind Study Group. And then Monday, November 24th, 10:30, volunteers needed to set up the USCW Christmas tree. Holy cow, that's happening fast. For the annual Woodstock Opera House Christmas Tree Walk. So we're looking for vintage ornaments to decorate the tree with. If you have any questions or you can help out with that, please see Maria for details and she will hook you up with all the info. Okay. I do not know if I see Miss Jackie here, but she is our prayer chaplain. I don't see her, so I think she is not here right now. If you would like a custom prayer to be done with you over anything that's going on in your life, good or bad, it does not matter, please see Kim Joswiak, and she will take you aside, and she would love to just sit with you in prayer and work out some things that you might be going through, and that will completely be in confidence, and it will be customized to you explicitly. So at this time, if we could all please stand, we're going to do the prayer for protection and the peace song. Alrighty, all together please. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen.